So, given the pace of the game, really a big contrast from the first half of the game to the second half of the game, what was your team trying to do on the defensive end to contain what seemed like a resurgence of UNH?
Well, I'll give all the credit to UNH. They started putting the pucks behind our D, and they started coming out hard, and our Ds got tired, and we weren't able to necessarily contain them coming through the middle of the ice and pressuring us. I'll give them all the credit. They did a good job adjusting their forecheck, and we'll look at the videotape and adjust for tomorrow.
That second goal was a tough one to give up off Hukin's stick. Just talk about how the team bounced back from that.
Well, the too many men penalty was a little heartbreaker there. I think there was some confusion coming to the bench. This is a resilient group. I mean, we keep using that word over and over, but I think it's so applicable and it's so true to this group. It's a bunch that believes in each other. There's a lot of confidence in that locker room, and they're being thrown a lot, and they're responding every game. So my hat goes off to these kids, because even though we had our backs against the wall, Chris made some good saves to keep us in the game, and I'm proud of the effort.
Sebastien, is there any update on Hukin? It looked like was it a right shoulder?
Not sure yet. We'll reevaluate him, but he's not going to play tomorrow. That much I know.
Coach, this is a team that's had a lot of success later in games. Northeastern has, and UNH has too. But you know, we've used the term "weather the storm" a lot for the first periods lately. But this game, they really took it to UNH in the first period. Was that something you guys talked about during the week, or was that just kind of something that happened on the course of the game?
No, I think we've been emphasizing starting a little stronger, because we've had a problem starting in the first period. It seems like a lot of times we're waiting for the opponent to take it to us, and then once we figure out we're okay and we can play with them, then we start playing. Today was a little bit of a reverse situation in our case, which is unusual for this team. But I'm very proud of the first period, and obviously we weren't able to sustain it. Like I said, kudos to UNH for what they were able to do.
With that start and getting out to a 2-goal lead on an opponent's ice, would you consider that point one or point loss tonight?
Anytime you get a point on the road against the #1 team in your league, you're doing something right. I'll take that point any day. If somebody had told me that that they were going to take the play to us in the second and third like they did, and we would be able to keep that point and to preserve the lead, I'd be happy, and I'm happy right now that we're walking out of here with 1 point. It's a big point for our confidence. Obviously, we can't go any lower than 6, so it's not like we're in a huge fight for positioning, and there's such a tight situation up at the top. We could end up against 4 different teams. So we're playing for confidence, we're playing for momentum, and this point's huge.
Is that what you're kind of saying to your team, that you might have to face one of these 2 teams that you play, or 3 teams that you play in the last 3 weekends here? So, you know, this is a confidence kind of a game, even though you're not going to move that much in the standings, that, you know, you'll feel more prepared when you get into the playoffs against one of these teams?
Right now, we have not mentioned the word playoffs in the locker room. All we're talking about is game by game, period by period, just trying to execute our plan. Whatever happens once the regular season's over, we can't really control that. All we can control is the way we play, and that's it.
It looked like Steve Quayler had one of his better games. It looked like he was more visible. Could you talk about what he did tonight?
Oh, I absolutely agree with you. It was probably his best game of the year. He was strong, he was powerful, he was protecting the puck. This is obviously the Steve Quayler that we know, and it's there somewhere. It's just a matter of time before he comes out. He was definitely confident. He had a good week of practice, and definitely something that he needs to build on for the rest of the season there, the few weeks that we have.
Questions? Thank you.